show the logo. So.
All right.
Refreshing water out of a
Fresh
reasonable
out
doubt.
of a Reasonable Doubt podcast cup mug.
Mr. Gorbachev.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Mr. Gorbachev.
Turn up this podcast.
I'm in this for the money and the pussy, and they're both falling off the trees.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 86 of the Reasonable Doubt podcast. As always, we are your hosts, Eric C. Griff,
And Chicka J Money.
burning the midnight oil.
We are burning the midnight oil tonight. We just finished an interview.
I felt so good about it.
I felt professional.
We were interviewed by our friend Bernardo for Fanshawe College. No
Yeah.
big deal. We're just
No
kinda,
big deal. We're just
kinda
influencing
famous.
young journalists across the nation.
I like how you took a little moment at the end to be teachable to the journalists.
I thought it was appropriate.
I think so too.
We have become, I would say, qualified in our field.
I bet there's going to be a part in that class where they play the interviews out loud.
That's what I think is happening. Everyone has to listen to it.
I really hope so.
They do like
That's
multiple days of people listening to
why
it,
I plugged
right?
us right at the end.
Yeah.
So that
hopefully
hopefully we gain some new listeners from the
that'd be cool.
Fanshawe College journalism
I'm so
course.
sorry about the obscene things we say.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I felt so professional about it. It's my first time ever being like interviewed in a professional sense about what I do, and I was a little nervous going in because I was like, "Fuck, what if I don't know what to talk about?" But actually,
We're fine.
Believe it or not, we're a little bit knowledgeable on the podcast.
We're also just good at talking.
We're also
believe it or not.
incredibly handsome as well, I would say.
Let me just fix my hair, bro.
Yeah, of course. Makeup from the last interview.
I actually have huge holes in my jeans right now because
I saw that.
I'm a degenerate.
How do you feel about holes in the jeans?
I'm not a big fan.
No?
No.
On just men or on the ladies as well?
Wow.
On the ladies.
Get a fucking real pair of jeans.
Wrangler.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you a Wrangler jean guy?
Let me boomer.
Are you
boomer it
Wrangler
up.
or
No,
Levi's?
Levi's.
Okay,
Levi's,
I was
man.
going to say, thank God.
Though I was wearing Levi's women's for a while because they fit the booty.
They do fit the booty.
Yeah, and I didn't know they were women's. I just thought it was strange they buttoned up the wrong way. I thought the buttoning was strange to begin with, and then the fact that it was the opposite.
Yeah, that's how you can tell.
Yeah, and it
for
turns out they were just for women.
For any other big bootied fellas like us.
Fit well, though.
Yeah, women's Levi's, men's Levi's are pretty
Yeah,
good
you
too.
got to get them for, like, big girls, though. Like, for me, like, I'm 6'3". Like, that was built for
You got a
a
size
Nebraska
22.
woman.
Yeah, corn-fed,
Yeah.
bleacher seat booty.
Yeah. She's
Watching
prepared to
Nebraska
watch fucking
State
NCAA.
University.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, she watches
Love
that
it.
football and she knows it.
I love it.
I bet she makes a mean buffalo chicken dip.
Speaking of Nebraska, something I guess we'll jump off with was
You love Nebraska.
I don't.
You talk about Nebraska quite a bit.
I do, yeah. Well, because I've been there, but I got sick when I was there because it's so hot and flat and shit.
Yeah.
It literally
awful.
gave me heat stroke.
Really?
Yeah, it was terrible.
Heat stroke? What, like legit heat stroke, not just like getting hot.
No, like I was
Legit
vomiting profusely.
heat stroke is
yeah.
the fucking
It's
worst.
terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She strokes my heat till I vomit.
It's awful. But anyway, so factory farming. It's funny. I've gotten to this point. Factory farming I talk about because Nebraska is obviously like a fucking corn making
Nightmare.
state. Yeah, like that's
it's
what
all
they
corn.
do.
Top to
But-
bottom.
I've gotten to this point where I don't know how to feel. Like, so Russia, you know, they've done some things.
Some question to have
Okay,
a
so
nuclear
let me
hot
start, let me
take. Russia
start,
has
yeah.
done some things.
They've banned like massive farming complex and industrial farming. They're not allowing it
Okay.
because they don't want to crush their agricultural industry in the country.
Okay.
It's commendable, and it does keep them away from like a lot of bad things. They also found that when mass areas are farmed for certain things, the actual nutrients in the food are lower because you're farming so much.
Yeah. Well, there's a
Of one
finite
thing,
amount
right?
of stuff in the ground to pull up, right?
Exactly. So they've actually banned that, which is interesting. It's really nice. I think that's a step in the right direction for the world.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, the war in Ukraine, so, I mean, not great.
Sorry, I'm a little sick, but yeah. To put it lightly, the war in Ukraine, I think we kind of predicted it.
We did. We didn't put it out.
But some real reasonable doubt heads may remember that we panicked one time, and one of our episodes towards the start, it might be one of the ones we still have up, is noticeably shorter.
We still have it up.
Because I had to cut 20 minutes worth of content. Oh, this is the sick app.
Sorry.
I did lose a bunch of content because it was to be released the day before the Russian invasion.
Yeah.
Or no, it was supposed to be released the day after the Russian invasion.
Yeah, and then
we were talking on the podcast about how it was a bunch of bullshit and Russia would never invade Ukraine because that's a stupid idea.
And then we woke up the next morning and we're like, oh my God.
They did it.
Yeah.
And we were
Holy
calling the Ukrainians a bunch of pussies and shit. And it did not
go well.
But I have grown and learned since that time.
Yeah. I think we've evolved as people.
I retract those statements that I never released.
Yeah.
Because I got a very panicked phone call at 7:30 in the morning on a Tuesday one time.
Yeah.
Fucking don't release the episode!
Don't put it up! Don't put it up!
No more factory farming in Russia, though. It's crazy.
It is. It's very interesting. It's an interesting step to see the world's kind of moving towards this. I think the important thing that people need to kind of recognize is that, okay, the Earth existed a long time before us, and it'll be here a long time after us. And
not if I have my way.
You can feel however you want about climate change, but the reality is that we're all just kind of made up of cosmic dust, and that makes the world we know. And it's fine, like things change. There was once no Earth the way it is, and one day it won't be like it is. But my thing is, I quite like the way it is. So if we could do our best to preserve this, it'd be nice.
What I would like to see is at the end, when we know we have fucked it up way too royally, say we're like one generation away from being extinct, right? But we still have some industrial capability. I want us to build the biggest bomb that we possibly can and drill as far into the center of the Earth as possible.
And just blow it.
And just try and fucking crack the planet in half. Just fucking...
What would happen if we crack the planet?
Well, we'd all die.
Oh, for sure.
For sure. I think eventually it would probably turn into two things orbiting each other, eventually.
And smash back into each other.
Smash back and forth into each other, kind of round each other off a little bit over billions of years. But I would like to see, on our way out, to make sure that nothing happens on this planet after us. Because I think that if
you're one of those guys. If I can't have it, nobody can.
Yeah, exactly. If we're gonna fucking run this world the way we have been, and we're gonna be treating the planet the way we have been, then fuck it, it's over.
What do you think happens when we blow the planet in half? I think the inner planet demon comes out.
Yeah, the inner planet Satan comes out. And it's just one awful orgy where no one enjoys it but him.
Yeah.
And we just gotta take our turn.
Everyone's getting Satan's dick.
Everyone's getting just dick down by Satan.
In a way no one wants.
It's probably got barbs on it and shit.
Like
it's probably awful.
Like a lion penis.
Does a lion penis have barbs on it?
Yeah, it's barbed.
So you can't yank it out?
It's harder to take out, yeah. Yeah, it's fucked up.
That doesn't sound very enjoyable for the female lion.
Well, we're one of the few species that fuck for pleasure, so.
Us and dolphins? And
there's
some apes?
bonobos and stuff, yeah. There's a bunch, but...
I saw fucking wild. It was like a little nature documentary. What are those? You know those monkeys with the big-ass noses?
Yeah.
You know, I don't know what they're called.
I don't know what they're called.
But it basically translates to big nose monkey or whatever.
Yeah.
They're like... I'm watching this documentary and they're like showing a bunch of different ones with different sized noses, and it's like, oh, the bigger noses are more sought after by the females. It's like their mating organ or whatever. Well, not their mating organ, but like what they look for. And they're like, and it's essential. And the males with the bigger noses are often the ones to reproduce. Smash cut. No fucking transition at all to them fucking.
Well, because they're trying to tell you the dudes with little dicks are undesirable.
Yeah, exactly, which is propaganda.
You know what? It is propaganda because... Never mind, I can't make that joke.
Why not? Go for it.
Nope.
Is it? Do you know someone with a micro penis?
No, I was...
Well, you might.
I was going to make a joke about a certain country in the world.
Oh.
Yeah.
Norway.
Nope.
Specifically known for their little penises.
Tiny penises in Norway.
Tiny. It's so cold.
You know
They
what?
probably never get to their full potential because it's always
I
so
actually
cold.
remember seeing an Australian guy years ago. I can't remember what the band was, but he
AC/DC.
No, but
Okay.
he was talking about like when he first got on stage. He's like cracked a joke. He's like, no wonder Canadians have little dicks. It's too fucking cold up here.
He said that in Canada?
Yeah, and I was
That's
like,
that's
fuck
a
you,
gutting
dude.
move. Fucking Australians, man.
Yeah, fucking-
Thinking they run this shit because they talk funny. Fuck them.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay, I have Australian family, but
Okay. Do they make jokes about my little penis?
like they're going to.
Well,
now.
I took it personally. Okay. You don't run. You don't run this shit.
Wow.
Fuck
okay.
outta here.
You're like Josh. The Brit is coming out, and Josh, we
Yeah.
will fucking put you back in your colony.
Fucking submit to the crown, bitch. Should have stayed.
You're a filthy
Should
prisoner.
have stayed a fucking Dominion like you deserve.
I love the Aussies though.
That is, implying that Australia is real and it's not.
Yeah, what a ridiculous.
It's not real.
Ridiculous
It's a conspiracy that the British Empire made. Because they didn't want to, they couldn't posit it to the public that they took all these prisoners and drowned them in the ocean.
So no Australians are real.
No.
That's why
Paid
no
actors.
one we know has ever been there,
No, you actually go to New Zealand.
and they just pretend to be
They
Australian.
just pretend to be Australian, yeah.
Huh.
They
Interesting.
You know, like in Looney Tunes when they paint tunnels on the wall and then
Yeah.
Roadrunner runs into it? They do that for the scenery to make the country look bigger than it is.
What about Steve Irwin?
Yeah, he's from New Zealand. Or another island close to there. I think Tasmania is real.
You think Tasmania is real?
Yeah.
This is an interesting take, considering
correct.
that Australia is one of the largest continents in the world.
One of. Not even close to number one, maybe.
Are we number one? No, Asia is.
Asia's the biggest, yeah.
Yeah.
And then Africa.
Fuck Europe being a tiny little... Like, you're Asia. Don't even lie.
Yeah, I think
Europe
in my
is
mind-
Asia.
Yeah, it should just be Eurasia. It's
Eurasian.
connected.
Well, it's the Eurasian tectonic plate, is it
Exactly.
not?
Why? I think they're only different because white people live on one, and
What about the Russians?
well,
They are the
Well,
largest country...
a chunk of Russia is in Europe.
No.
Yeah. Like Moscow is in Europe. It's not in Asia.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Like the Ural Mountains, which are like a third
is
of the
that
way.
what separates it?
I think so. Like a third of the way into Russia, that's where it becomes Asia, which is nuts.
That's fucked.
I know.
Not
stupid.
acceptable.
Not acceptable. Fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out. And then I'm pretty sure, yeah, fucking Asia connects to Africa as well
Yeah.
through Egypt. So,
Well, Africa's very much its own thing, though.
yeah, but they're all connected.
Yeah, well, everything's connected.
North America's not connected to Asia.
We're connected to Central America.
Yeah, I think America, the Americas, should be one continent.
Yeah,
also.
and we're connected by like a big ass land bridge that goes all the way down.
To what?
You can drive all the way to Argentina from
You
here.
can. It's not recommended.
Well,
That's
because of the
tough.
cartels.
Yeah. I think you do great with the cartels.
Me? I think
Yeah.
I'd be fine with them.
Yeah, I think you'd... This actually leads into something I want to talk about. I might just start learning and throwing gang signs.
That's a really bad idea.
Why?
It's a terrible idea. There's
Why?
so many things. One, it would make you very punchable.
To who?
To people who
What
are...
gangs are in London, Ontario?
I'm sure there's a few.
Yeah?
Yeah. That we don't recognize.
Westmount Crips.
No. I mean, like... You know what I mean? Like, we have populations of people from dangerous countries,
That's true.
you know? And you don't want to be
I
like...
think I look unassuming enough that if they saw me throwing gang signs, they might just think I'm having a stroke.
That just might be because of how you dress.
Oh,
Da-dum.
that was mean.
But
I would never come at you like that.
yeah, you know what? That was rude. I like the shirt.
Thank you. It's a great shirt.
It's a great shirt.
Oh, great.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
could have
fuck
picked.
you. I look great.
You could have picked a better hat.
Yeah, beer sucks.
Yeah, fair enough.
are you gonna do?
Wow, that's rude.
I'm joking. Jockstrap's pretty good.
Whoa, my God! Double
I'm saying
fucking
jockstrap's good.
jab. Yeah, it is. I like it.
Yeah, Insurance Man's pretty good too.
I like Lunatic Fridge, and I don't like
I'm not an
IPAs.
IPA guy.
We went over this last episode.
We always talk about IPAs.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm not an IPA guy, but I do like a Lunatic Fridge every once in a while.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Toboggan Brewing Company, by the way, folks.
Yeah, I think it's probably mirrored in the video.
Oh, yeah, it might be. Disgusting.
Disgusting.
Shut up!
You look sore.
I am. My body, my brain. You know what I was thinking about? So the Pierre Hotel in New York still has operators.
What do you mean? Oh, like phone operators?
Yeah.
That's so dope.
I know. Why can't we have those again? I don't want to listen to automated menus.
I don't want to dial. I just want to pick up the phone
And hit 0 and be like,
just
can
be
you
like,
connect me to this guy?
connect me to
Yeah.
And they'll just like, yes sir, right away, and they'll like push the
Doop, 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 ba, 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 boop, boop, boop.
yeah. They're like we're losing this as a society.
Yeah, I want it back. I want it back. Bring back phone operators. I think it's the new bit. It's going to be a trend. It's going to be I think it's coming
It'll be
back.
like a luxury thing.
Yeah, like you can pay to have an operator.
I would, if I was like a billionaire, I would have a personal operator that just was on retainer.
Like
at
you
all
pick
times.
up your fancy old timey phone. And
Yeah, that's like
you're
two pieces with like an earpiece and like a little
Hello,
and someone's cranking it.
I want you to connect me to Josh Barrett, please.
Yeah,
And they'd be like, right away, sir. And you'd be like, excellent. I've got important business with him.
yeah, I want that. And I'm also puffing on a pipe.
Yeah, a pipe or a big fat cigar, but not a Cuban, an American.
Yeah, an American cigar.
Yeah, lovely.
A fucking Latvian cigar.
Oh,
the best.
The best.
It's
Does
like
Latvia
this
grow tobacco?
No, I don't think so.
No, I don't think they do either.
Does anywhere in Europe grow tobacco?
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, Turkey.
Turkey.
Yeah, they're big.
Turkish tobacco is pretty good.
Yeah. That's what I want. I want a personal operator. I think there was also a time too where like you could like sort of know someone. You'd be like, they're in Cleveland and they like do this and their first name is this. Can you connect me to them? And they would like find a way. They would call people and figure this out for you.
You'd call that company and be like, how do we get a hold of this
How
guy?
do we get a hold of this guy? And you'd be like sitting there on hold or whatever. And they would like figure it out for you.
Yeah, see, the only problem with that is I would immediately be like, hello? Yes, I would like to be connected to Keanu Reeves
Yeah.
from Point Break.
Ooh. Interesting one to say.
Why?
I think 90% of people would say John Wick. Or The Matrix.
Yeah, that's stupid. No, Point Break.
No, Point Break's fucking awesome.
Fucking
Did you
great
just
movie.
watch it?
No.
No, okay.
No. I just love it. It's one of my favorite movies.
The bank robbing with the president's
Actually,
masks?
you know what else I
So
just
dope.
watched?
What?
Oh, fuck. My own little Idaho.
Okay.
You ever heard of this?
No.
I can't remember the other guy's name that's in it, but it's an old Keanu Reeves movie. It's pretty gay.
Okay.
And when I say that, I don't mean I'm
Derogatory?
not using gay in a derogatory way. I'm saying it's literally
Like it's homosexual?
It's very homosexual.
The way that, like, Brokeback Mountain is homosexual?
Yes.
Because okay.
Yeah, but it's really good. Our own little
Who's he gay with?
Our own private Idaho. That's what it's
Okay.
called. And he's gay with River Phoenix.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's
That's
him and River
spicy.
Phoenix are like the heads of this. Like they're the stars of the film. And it's really, really good. It's a weird artsy movie. It's like definitely got that strange artsy vibe. Great film.
Okay.
Yeah, worth
be into that.
watching. Yeah, it's odd. It's odd.
I love an odd movie.
Me too. I'm big on them.
you-
I like foreign films for that in a non-douchey way.
Yeah, you can be into foreign films in such a douchey way.
Such
I would
a
say
jackass.
90% of people.
Who are like, I like foreign films. Like, you're a fucking asshole.
I like German expressionist films
Oh,
from the 20s.
Yeah, it's like, shut the fuck
when
up.
they're like silent films and then they would like talk and then a little screen would come up with what they said. I think that was just padding to make movies longer because everything took twice as long to say.
Yeah. One thing I do love, speaking of, is French TV.
Okay.
French, if you...
Like France French?
Yeah, like French shows. Fuck, they're so good.
I bet they don't play very many World War II documentaries.
No.
No. It's pretty quick.
No, but
For
I
the
mean,
French.
not even that. Like, just shows they come out with. That, like, one was Ad Vitam. That was
Okay.
great. That's the only one I can think of right now. But there was another one I just watched not that long ago. And what was that fucking genetics one that was out for a while? Remember?
No idea.
It was a weird one too, and it was another French show.
Mm-hmm.
Really good. They put
Good.
out lots of good art.
The French?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been on the French. We talked about them last.
You've been on the
episode.
French.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
It's okay. I mean, we're learning. We're going back and forth.
We're learning. Speaking of learning, last episode we talked about cholesterol, and I told you I'd learn about it.
Yeah. What is cholesterol?
No fucking clue.
No.
I researched cholesterol, and I came to the decision that I don't really understand how it interacts with anything, and therefore
It's not real.
I don't really. You need cholesterol,
But not-
though I'm not 100% sure what for.
But there's also
But-
good and bad cholesterol, isn't there?
Like, only because you need it. So it's good up to a certain amount, and then it's bad.
Okay.
And it's like, I don't completely understand cholesterol. If someone could write
Yeah,
in and
please.
explain cholesterol, that
I
would
would
be
like to
ideal. In like a dummy-proof way. Like, imagine you're talking to two idiots who do a podcast
Yeah,
together.
imagine. What we should do, if no one responds by next week, this is what we're going to do. So if you're into harm reduction, please write in. You are going to lower your cholesterol as much as possible. I'm going to raise my cholesterol as much as possible.
see what
and
happens.
see what happens to us.
You'll have a heart attack.
And what'll happen? You'll just die.
No, you'll be fine.
If you have zero cholesterol.
I don't think I can get to zero.
Yeah, fucking try.
True.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to... I was talking to a buddy of ours, a bartender. He has a friend. Did I tell you about Fruit Life?
No.
This guy lives 4 lives a year, 1 month at a time. Some of these lives, there's like monk life, there's bear life.
Is this a real person?
This is a real person.
That we know?
We know him, and his friend does these things. So there's fruit life, bear life, monk life, and real life. Okay? Real life,
Sorry, say those again. Fruit life, monk life, bear life, and real life.
yes. Real life is no screens whatsoever, aside from phone calls for work. Okay? Monk life is no drugs and no sex. Bear life, you're not allowed to spend any money other than bills. And fruit life, you eat nothing but fruit that doesn't harm the plant if you take it. All of those sound absolutely miserable except maybe fruit life.
I feel like you only consume fruit?
Only consume fruit that doesn't hurt the plant if
No
you take
meat?
it. No meat, no carbs. Aside
Well-
from like naturally occurring carbs in fruits.
Like, but you can't have grains or anything.
No. No vegetables, just fruits.
For 4 months?
He does that for a month. And then each of these he does for a month of the year.
I guess I could do it for a month.
I could do fruit life.
You would shit your pants.
That's what I said.
You would shit like a motherfucker.
The worst shits too.
Yeah, dude, they would be explosive, soft, like soft serve ice cream.
We're talking like bath mat, toe curling,
yeah.
seat gripping.
Yeah, we're gonna...
Where you're like, you feel like a rocket ship.
Dude, that'd be amazing.
You'd probably feel
lose
so-
a bunch of weight. You'd feel great.
Apparently he loses like 15 pounds
Wow, in a month, eh?
in a month. And he gets
good.
pretty miserable towards the end.
Yeah, I would imagine.
But I think I could do a
Well,
week.
there's no fat or protein intake. That
Yeah, you're
sucks.
probably just exhausted, eh?
Yeah, it's just
just
you're
sugars.
living on sugar and carbohydrates.
You would
If
have
you're
to
not
be eating all the
Yeah,
time.
if you're not eating, you're fucking having a horrendous time. Though, I mean, if you're having stuff that has, like, more complex carbohydrates, it'd sustain you longer. But if you're just sitting there eating, like, apples and bananas all day. Although bananas, you couldn't eat bananas because you have to cut down the whole fucking tree.
Do you have to?
Yeah, the only way to harvest bananas is you cut down the tree.
Why can't you climb it?
Because they won't grow back. They
Oh,
cut.
then yeah, he can't have bananas.
So it's, like, apples...
Peaches.
peaches, I guess, it's like citrus, grapes.
Yeah.
You could have kiwis.
Yeah. You can't have pineapple, could you?
No, because that's the whole plant.
Yeah, that's the whole plant. You can't have pineapple.
Jesus.
Nectarines.
Yeah, orange, like citrus.
Yeah,
You could
citrus.
have. Yeah.
You would just be like riding off the sugar. You would probably peak and crash so quickly throughout this whole thing.
I can't imagine that that's good for insulin sensitivity.
It's probably awful for your gut too.
I would think that it must be really bad. Like, if you have diabetes in your family, you probably shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Because I would think that, like, such an enormous dependence on sugar would make you, like... I need to look into this if it makes you insulin sensitive or insulin resistant. But one of them is very bad. And that's what leads to, like, type 2 diabetes.
I think it's resistant.
Insulin resistance, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so, too. Where your body doesn't respond as well to insulin.
Yeah, your body makes it.
Or doesn't produce as much insulin.
No, it makes it, but your body doesn't receive it right.
Yeah, because you have horrendous glucose trends.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to, like...
We know what diabetes is, not a clue on cholesterol.
You have to be considerate and, like I do try to be considerate of, and I'm not great for it, but my, like, glucose hygiene. Okay. I actually do try to be considerate of that.
Yeah.
Not having enormous spikes.
Yeah.
You know?
You're a candy guy, though, aren't you?
I like candy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cookies.
Yeah, exactly. I don't like...
You like sweets.
I don't like chips. Yeah, I don't like chips and stuff.
No.
Some guys will, like, eat, like, yeah, you and our buddy Brian Bremple.
Yeah.
You guys like chips and, like
chips
snacks.
and, like, nuts.
Yeah.
I like that. I don't really like
it.
jujubes or, like...
No, I don't like that. I've always been into, like...
you know what, though? I did get a bag of the little M&Ms the other day, and I fucking annihilated it.
Really?
Yeah.
See,
it was like crack. I don't know what came over me.
I like dark chocolate is a big one. I'll eat like 95% dark chocolate. But I know it's like you're supposed to eat like one square.
It's always the most bullshit.
Yeah, no, I eat the whole bar.
It's the most bullshit ever. You look at like a box of the Decadent cookies. You know the ones.
Yeah, and I like cookies.
Yeah, the Decadent. You look at it and be like, serving size, half a cookie. Not a fucking chance.
Dude, I'm having minimum 4.
At once.
Yeah.
Like, stack it. If you get the Decadent Chewy.
See, I like getting the hard ones. I'll take 2 at a time and I dunk them in milk. That's good.
Yeah, I'm not a milk guy.
Yeah, I know. It's weird. We're not doing this again with the milk.
Yeah, I can't. We'll fucking start throwing hands.
I gotta dunk them in milk.
You gotta dunk them in
milk.
But
what were you talking about today? So to explain this fucking 4 thing life to me. Like, tell me, what is the result of this?
He's just big on seeing how far he can push his body and himself.
He sounds like a hippie version of David Goggins.
Who's David Goggins?
Holy fuck. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Educate yourself. Find out who David Goggins...
I think you've brought him up before and said the exact same thing.
You should look into David Goggins and then...
What's he talking about? Is he men's self-help?
No, he's like just look into David Goggins, and for the next episode I want... Okay. That's your homework. I want you to know who David Goggins is.
Because if he's male self-help, I'm out.
It's not male self-help. It's everyone encouragement and motivation. It's not self-help.
I have an innate resistance to motivational speakers, and
because you refuse to be motivated.
No, because I motivate myself, bitch. I don't need any self-help because I'm fucking great.
Is that what you call it when you're sleeping?
Whoa. When I'm sleeping.
Yeah, when I'm like, hey, Josh,
fucking 7 hours a night.
Stuff to
I don't do that. I can fall asleep on command, though, which is great.
I know.
It's a fantastic skill to learn. No, because I don't need self-help. Because I motivate myself. If you don't motivate yourself, you're that kind of person, then maybe you need a motivational speaker. But just remember, when you're listening to a motivational speaker, there's an ulterior motive there. They're not just doing this to make you better.
It's not genuine. I dislike it.
Yeah, it's a business.
Yeah.
And like other businesses like this, if you truly get better, then they lose you as a revenue stream.
Yeah, I think there's people who are more invested in the outcome than others because they want people to get better so they can run around being like, this dude helped me improve my life. Look at this.
Yeah, I guess.
But it's rare.
But they want you to keep hanging on and keep watching them and stuff. Right? Yeah. It's like therapists. They don't actually want you to get better. That's a joke. I don't believe that at all.
I think therapy, they want you to improve.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they want you to improve as well. Because honestly, if my whole job was listening to people whine in a room all day, I'd want that shit over.
Yeah, you'd be like, okay, let's figure you out.
I think if I was a therapist, I could get it done in like 3 sessions. Because
There's
what I would do,
fucking way.
what I would do is I would have my billable hours, but then say like, once I have fixed you,
Hold up. I just want everyone to know this is about to sound like a quote from the most sheltered person ever. Continue.
okay, well you set it up like that, I'm gonna sound like an idiot. When I fix you, you pay a one-time fee, right?
Yeah.
And it's over.
Okay.
And it's done. That gives me an incentive to get this done for you, so that you know I'm actually trying, but you have to tell me when you feel better. You know what I mean? Otherwise, I'm just racking up billable hours as it's going, right? Oh, tell me about your pet goldfish as a kid. Maybe that has something to do with this. Maybe that's why you piss yourself and call your girlfriend mommy. You know what I mean? I've never been to therapy. As an aside, I should probably go.
It's good.
Yeah, I should probably. A lot
of cultures in the world, it's just part of life. You know that?
Yeah.
Like Argentinians are big on shrinks.
I don't know how genuine you sound if you call them head shrinkers, dude.
Well, it's what they do. They shrink your head.
Yeah, but they're therapists or counselors.
Yeah, and they shrink your head.
They shrink your head.
Because your head, your ego is like, whoa, and they're like, stop it.
I think in one session I would be able to figure out if it's for me or not.
That's definitely not the case.
I think so.
Really?
I would either be like, yeah, this ain't for me, and walk out, or I would be a puddle on the floor of like, I need you.
Dude, I think a really good therapist,
yeah,
you would be like, one session, you'd be like, I don't really understand what's happening. And the second session, you'd be like, get out of my fucking head, dude.
Yeah.
And then you'd sit there and be like, is that who I am? Who am I? What have I become?
Do you think a lot of dudes really like therapy? Or there's like a certain type of dude that likes therapy because that's the only time anyone ever listens to them, like intently?
I think most guys, most North American men don't like therapy.
No? Because it's drilled into us that we're not supposed to like it.
Yeah.
So you go in hostile.
Like, I don't know about you guys, but most of the guys I know, it's definitely been drilled into them that, like...
Fix your own shit.
Yeah, like, fucking take care of yourself.
Yeah.
You don't need to go see a shrink.
What if all the shrinks were just hot women? And then I think guys would go.
Yeah, but that's just perverse.
It is perverse, and I would personally not go to a
I would
therapist
go.
if she was a woman.
What? I've seen therapists, and let me tell you, I have never had luck.
No?
No. And I've been countless times in my life. And I've never enjoyed it.
Did you ever stick it out longer than like a week?
Oh yeah, I've stuck it out for like 6 months before.
And just they couldn't reach you?
Don't give a fuck.
You need like a Goodwill Hunting moment.
No.
Yeah, that's what you need.
I have those.
You're the genius math.
I have them
Matt
with
Damon.
myself.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're fixing math problems on the board, and then a Robin Williams type figure
and then
just goes, it's not your fault.
The other part of me is like, good job.
Fault.
It's not your fault.
It's not your fault.
You're a genius. And I'm like, fuck yeah, let's do this podcast.
Wait, is that what you got from Goodwill Hunting? Is he saying it's not his fault that he's a genius?
What? No, it's... I don't remember it that well.
It's not. I think it's not his fault that his dad
father
kicked
was
the
an
shit out of
asshole.
him.
Yeah, he hit him with a hammer.
Yeah, because fuck him. That's why.
Because fuck him.
Yeah, I'm from Boston.
I'm fucking tough.
Fuck, I'm walking here.
Yeah, those guys. That's toxic masculinity.
That is toxic masculinity. Yeah.
Speaking of toxic behavior.
Yeah.
I want to go off on a little rant real quick.
Here we go. You're teed up.
Okay.
Knock it out.
This is not to all woke culture.
Okay.
This is not. Because I think there's lots of, quote, woke culture.
Well, woke doesn't mean anything
Okay,
anymore.
hold on.
It's become that thing.
I think there's a lot of woke culture that's really appropriate and it's positive. Things are changing for the better. Even if change is uncomfortable, there's lots of things that are positive and stop being an old man and being like, I don't want to hear this. Like, well, you know what? It makes people feel better and it makes a fucking happier world. So shut the fuck up and be on board. But here's something I will not be on board with that I've heard repeatedly lately. And I heard a defense of this in a fucking a school board, like an education board meeting. Okay? This is not acceptable. I'm not fucking on board. And I hope that the rest of the super far left-wing woke culture, I hope they're also not on
You're
board.
picking a great day for this.
Am I?
Yeah, it was the big march for the Million March thing today.
Okay, I don't know what that means. But
Okay.
anyway. Have you heard of minorly attracted people?
Oh, that where they're trying to change the word for pedophile?
Trying to change it to minorly attracted
I don't
people,
think-
and they made... Hold up. I watched 2 separate meetings in the States. Mm-hmm. One of them was a board in California, and the other one was a board in, like, Maryland or something. And they were saying, well, we can't discriminate against these people for being minorly attracted. Like, you can discriminate against a fucking teacher for being minorly attracted because they're a goddamn pedophile. Don't
Yeah.
call them minorly attracted. Like, what the fuck kind of nice little fairy bullshit is this?
I think pedophiles came up with that.
With what?
That term.
Minorly attracted?
Yes.
Yeah, it's gotta be. You sick fuck. We're not gonna fire this teacher for being minorly attracted. They haven't done anything wrong. Except for the fact they want to fuck your kids. That's pretty not cool. I'm not on board. Like, I think I'm of the school of thought that, like, what the fuck, man? I heard this and I thought, I was literally like, am I going insane? Is this really where we're going to? And they're
I
talking...
think 99% of people agree with you.
You think so?
Yes.
Okay, I don't want to hear any more about these people being accepted. If I put my child in school one day,
Yeah.
and they tell me that the teacher's minorly attracted, I'm going to tie him to the back of my pickup truck and drag him down, him or her. Either I don't discriminate, or them, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm going to drag that person behind my pickup truck for 30 kilometers down a dirt road.
Do you ever think about how it's strange? How it's strange.
And yes, that was just a comedy joke. I'm not threatening to hurt people.
Yeah, in Minecraft.
In Minecraft?
Yeah, in Minecraft. Do you ever think about how it's strange that, like, if you were to hear of, like, a male teacher banging a senior girl, you'd be like, this guy needs to go to prison. But you would hear stories all the time, however true they were, I don't know, when you were in high school about, like, woman teachers fucking students.
Yeah, it's technically more common that women are pedophiles than men.
Yeah.
Statistically.
But you would hear that and be like, fuck, lucky guy. You know what I
when
mean?
you're in high school. Now I'm older and I look and I go, that's fucked up. You
That
have a
is
fucking
fucked
problem.
up. There's this...
Like, when I was 18, I dated a girl who was 28 for, like, 4 months. And I look
While
back...
technically legal is fucking wrong.
Yeah, she was, like, 28. She turned 29.
Yeah.
And I remember looking... I look back on it now and I go, that's fucked.
Yeah, you're not even 29 yet, but imagine dating an 18-year-old.
That's fucked up.
Ugh.
Like, actually dating... Like, she took me out places and shit to meet her friends. And it was like...
That's so strange.
That's fucked up, dude.
Yeah, that is so fucked.
That's fucked.
I have this, like, character in my head, and let me know if this was the same for you. My second year of high school, my English teacher, she was super flirty with all the, like, student athletes in my class.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it was, like, bordering on really... not bordering, it was really weird.
Yeah.
And I think it's, like, overblown in my head, but I've talked to other people about this, and they've all had very similar...
Yeah.
Like, very similar experiences.
It's alarming. It's alarming because now, like, the Senate's discussing in the States about basically removing the age of consent.
Yeah, the South loves that.
Because their argument is that, well, kids are smarter now than they used to be, and therefore, like, someone who's 18 is substantially smarter. Someone who's 15 is way smarter. But it's like, cool, kids are smarter. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean
I think
that...
we talked about it last week, where it should be 25.
Yeah. Yeah, just because kids are smarter doesn't mean that they are matured enough to make decisions for themselves regarding this particular
some
matter.
states like Alabama and stuff, the age of consent is like 17 or 18 or whatever.
It's 16.
It's 16, but you can get married at 14.
That's fucked.
Which is so fucked.
Yeah, that's fucked up. I don't... I don't know. I know it's like a North American thing because there's lots of places in the world that this is the norm, but
It's still icky.
yeah,
it feels super icky.
It's fucked
to me.
up. Like, I'm not on board. I'm not on board.
To quickly change the subject to something else icky.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I don't want to lead with that because I feel like I won't get a real answer out of
No,
you.
it's icky, but go ahead.
How many times a year do you think you go commando?
Like, in my jeans?
Or any sort of pants you may wear?
I don't know, like,
I used to more than I do now.
probably 200 times a year.
On God?
Yeah?
More often than not, you're not wearing boxers?
Like,
Dude.
not all day.
Dude.
I change my outfit
you're
like
a
3 times.
plumber.
I change my outfit like 3 times a day.
Yeah.
So, like, almost daily, like, I'll put on pants at the end of my day and not have boxers on.
Oh, no, I mean in public. Like leaving your house. In your house doesn't count.
Okay, because I was going to say, like, almost every day I wear jogging pants.
If I don't leave the house,
boxers.
I'm naked.
Yeah, that's...
I'm butt naked in
if
my
I
house.
have to, like, run to put garbage in the garbage chute, then I'll fucking...
slip some sweatpants on.
Yeah, and I'm not wearing...
just hang
like, does that
dong.
count? No?
That doesn't count, no.
Okay.
I mean, like,
Or, like, go running to McDonald's.
you go commando
But
to
I'm
McDonald's.
in the drive-thru. I'm
just
the-
in sweatpants, no boxers,
Yeah.
dick flopping,
And a wife beater.
and a wife beater.
Yeah.
I mean, at McDonald's, most customers
Yeah.
probably look like that,
I'm
right?
going to be honest, it's still probably like 150 times a year.
That's so fucked.
Why?
Because I saw a
I wear
guy.
jeans. I like wearing jeans with no underwear.
That's the worst ones.
No, I like
it's
it.
so rough.
I like it.
Ah,
We've hung out lots of times where I wear jeans, no underwear.
you gotta give me a heads up when this happens.
Well, I'm not going to text you and be like, hey, I'm not wearing
Yeah,
underwear
by the way, I'm
tonight.
not wearing it.
By the
Yeah,
way.
that might raise some flags.
Yeah.
If
Oh, I
either
agree.
of our
Hold up. I
women-
got, especially I fucking voice to
Voice
text
text.
everything.
Hey, I'm coming over. I'm not,
I'm not
wearing underwear.
Everyone I'm with is like, what the fuck?
Just show up in normal underwear, but I'm not wearing panties the way girls do.
Yeah.
And be like, well, I'm not.
I'm not. Not.
I'm not. I don't even own any, probably. No, I get it, though. You're a plumber. That makes a lot of sense.
Why does that make sense? That was me.
Because you gotta show ass crack.
No,
It's like
no,
a
no.
part of your bit now.
I'm not part of that. I'm not part of
You're
that.
not part of
crew.
that?
I don't like
How
it.
real is that stereotype? The plumber ass
Somewhat
crack?
real. The problem is that a lot of plumbers are fat.
Why?
Because we spend a lot of our life traveling around a work van. There's nowhere to reheat a lunch, so everyone eats out all the time. It's a big trades guy thing.
Yeah?
Like, yeah, it's hard, man. I feel for guys like there's a lot of judgment around because it's like, well, you spend so much money eating out. It's like, what do you want me to do? Like, what? How the fuck
Meal
do I?
replacement shakes.
Yeah, some guys do.
Yeah?
And I know guys that like exclusively for lunch eat a sandwich and a salad. But
'Cause-
then their salad's like gross room temperature salad.
Yeah, that's the fucking
And their
worst.
sandwich is all shitty. And it's like, I get it. It sucks. So
Yeah, you
most
can't-
guys just eat out every day.
You can't put a condiment.
Or guys
on a
just
sandwich.
don't eat lunch.
Yeah, that's fucked. You gotta eat lunch.
Yeah, you got especially working hard all day. You
Yeah.
gotta eat lunch.
Yeah. I'm spoiled. I work at a place where I provide myself with food every day.
I know it is a huge.
It's a
benefit.
huge perk to what I
Yeah,
do.
I know. It's wonderful.
Yeah. You ever see those offices where there is like a chef there that just prepares them meals all day?
Dude, I wish like tech companies, big tech
I
companies.
want one of these fucking stupid bullshit jobs some days.
like where you're like, oh yeah, I just have this bougie lifestyle where
Yeah,
I-
where like I'm sure I'm oversimplifying quite a bit, and there's probably actually really hard aspects of this job. But to an outsider, like to just show up to your office, click clack, send a few emails, go sit on the beanbag chair, play a little Nintendo in the back room, go down to the chef, he makes you his stuff, play some basketball, then go back to your job, code a little bit more. You know what I mean? I want one of those where I like go to work and then be home at 5:30 every day.
I would like it.
But I feel like my soul would get crushed by
I was gonna
office
say, I
culture.
feel like I would end up dying inside.
Yeah, because you worked in a call center,
I did. It was horrible.
and
I
that
hated
sounds like absolute awful.
it. You think so?
Yeah, it does. You had to like punch out to take a shit.
Yeah, it was horrendous. They used to dock me time for bathroom time.
The second that someone is keeping tabs on my shit time, it's over.
Yeah,
no matter what.
120 seconds to use the washroom.
2 minutes?
You have 2 minutes.
No way I'm shitting in 2 minutes.
That's what they tell you. And then when you go over, you get docked.
That can't be legal.
And you have exactly 30 minutes from the time you punch out to the time you punch back in to do your lunch.
That's... The bathroom thing can't be legal.
That's what they did.
That is ridiculous.
So, I was thinking the other day about my athletic career.
Yeah, as one does, often.
As one does, right?
Yep. A lot of highs.
Yeah.
A lot of lows.
A lot of lows.
A lot of lows.
But I did do a Tough Mudder the other day.
Okay.
It's soft.
The soft mutter?
I felt it was kind of soft.
Mutter.
Mudder.
Damn near killed her, brother.
Wow.
That joke's back.
But I did that, and then I also did. Maybe I shouldn't talk about that actually, but I did that.
Okay.
So I've realized that there's some things left that I can do for a pro athlete.
Yeah? Like what?
Well, I've talked about this before, that I could become a pro athlete. I think golf is reasonable.
Golf's reasonable.
Like, I could become a pro
100%.
golfer.
100%. Guys sometimes don't go pro in golf till they're like 40, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
What about pro poker player? They're an athlete, kind of.
Yeah, chess?
Pro chess athlete.
Yeah.
Probably not math. Probably not a mathlete.
Yeah, those aren't real athletes. If there's any mathletes listening.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Who are you fucking kidding? You know deep down it's the truth. Trivia.
You think I could become a trivia athlete?
Yeah, I think so. That's a real athlete more than math.
That's pretty cool.
So basketball's out.
I think I could go pro with basketball still.
Yeah.
Oh, the other thing I know was MMA.
Maybe.
I could make. It's actually kind of possible. So I was looking into this. Yoel Romero didn't start going pro till he was like 35.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Huge UFC name.
But you're missing out on a huge chunk of your athletic prime when you start at 35. Like, your athletic prime is like 30 to 33, is it not?
He still fights.
Yeah?
He's like 42.
Damn. I mean, there's some greats that can be an athlete into their 40s.
I could be that guy.
You could be that guy?
I wonder. I don't know. I've never pushed myself to the athletic max.
You should try it.
That's what I'm saying. What if I am? What if I'm secretly like a fucking...
weapon.
Just a weaponized athlete. You know?
Yeah.
Deep inside.
I think
under this insulation.
I do think it's funny because you hit a point in your 20s where it kind of hits you
that you
can't go pro.
Yeah, you're like, I'm never gonna be great
I would have been way further along the track by now if I was gonna go pro.
Exactly.
But I think the entirety of your teens, no matter where you are in the sport,
I could still do this.
You're like, I could still go pro. A scout could see me.
Yeah. No. Softball's another one we could still go pro.
Is there pro softball?
Yes.
Yeah?
And we're pretty fucking good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I like that. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
We go pro in softball.
We could go pro or semi-pro at least.
Semi-pro would be nice.
That'd be cool. Make some money on softball. Yeah. It'd be kind of cool, right?
It would, like sponsorships and stuff.
Yeah, my dad had sponsorships.
I want to be in commercials.
My dad was never in a commercial, but yeah, he had. I think he still has sponsorships.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I want to be
he's like 57 this year.
Wow. I want like a 15-second commercial bit where it's just me hitting nukes. And then the last 2 seconds is me holding the bat being like, good.
Nice.
Yeah, I
like that. Like
I
a
think
Cheetos
I've got
commercial?
Cheetos commercial?
Or Doritos, maybe? I don't know. You seem like you could do a Doritos commercial.
Maybe my skills in directing.
Directing?
Mm-hmm.
Like directing movies?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we've been over this 1,000 times. I really, really, really want to do shorts.
Okay.
I really, really, really want to do shorts. It's a big thing. Huh?
Nothing. That was a really bad
That was a
joke.
terrible
That was a
joke.
fucking awful joke.
I'm
not going to cut it because...
Okay, well, anyway. I really want to do shorts. I want to do them. I think we could start acting. I think we'd be great. It's the same as a podcast. We just got to start doing it.
Yeah.
You just gotta start doing it, and then like it. You know what I mean?
You could be the next Clooney. You could be in like Ocean's 75.
I don't know if I would want that.
To be George Clooney?
Yeah.
You fucking joking?
No, I wouldn't want that.
He's the shit.
He's typecast.
You would be so typecast.
I want to be a Jonah Hill, you know?
Jonah Hill is typecast.
No, he's not anymore. Don't put him in that box.
What, a little fat boy box?
Whoa, that's rude. He has a lot of fucking personal shit with that, okay?
He's got a little personal shit.
Did you watch Stutz?
I did. I got
and
bored.
It was a fucking... Okay. It was a
Whoa,
phenomenal...
I'm a millionaire.
You know
fat
what?
Guy.
No, that's not what it's about. It's about your personal mental health journey.
Yeah.
I have a lot of admiration for Jonah Hill.
Okay.
I like him.
I don't mind Jonah Hill.
I think that movie, Stutz, that documentary thing, it was good. I like that a lot.
I'm never gonna feel bad about a guy
I'm not.
making millions
The
of
point of
dollars
it wasn't to
acting.
feel bad. The point was not to feel bad. The point was to appreciate the process.
Okay.
And it's a fucking learning aid. The thing works is learn. If you write that shit down and go through it yourself, and you help yourself in life. Okay. Josh, spoken like a guy who's never done therapy.
Okay, that's fine.
Just saying. Just throwing it out there.
Just throwing it
a
out
lot
there.
Of respect
he was
for the
funny
guy.
in 21 Jump Street.
You know what? This is terrible. What about Moneyball?
He was great in Moneyball.
Great Moneyball. What about Wolf of Wall Street?
Yeah.
Fucking phenomenal. Yeah, what do you mean? He fucked his cousin. It was hilarious.
I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Wolf of Wall Street.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And I think it's mostly because a lot of people miss the point of that movie.
What?
The point of the
Jordan
movie
Belfort
is a piece of shit.
You know what? This is like saying that you think Madoff is a piece of shit.
He is.
Josh, inspiring piece of shit. There's a very fine line.
Okay, you cannot tell me what you got out of Wolf of Wall Street is that Jordan Belfort is a cool dude.
No, what I got out of Wolf of Wall Street is they destroyed his life with drugs and alcohol.
Yeah.
But he found a loophole and he exhausted it. And can he be mad at him? No. People should be better at creating regulation.
That's what you got out of the Wolf.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think you can punish somebody
I think
for...
the problem with the Wolf
I don't think
of
you
Wall
can punish somebody for fucking... If someone puts a dopamine button in front of you and goes, here, you want to pound it? Hit it all day. And you just go... Dun, 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 dun.
We have that.
You're fucking going to. You're going to. Why are you mad at somebody for doing that? So it worked for him.
Well...
It's like Madoff. Madoff was much more illegal.
Much more.
Much more illegal. What Belfort did was kind of just lying. He just lied.
Yeah,
and
there
wasn't. Yeah, but there wasn't really regulation in place to say you couldn't really lie.
You shouldn't lie.
There was like, you shouldn't do that.
Man.
You shouldn't do that. Oh well, he made fucking billions of dollars.
Where'd it land him?
He's still rich as fuck.
Is he in prison?
No, he does motivational speaking for people.
Bernie Madoff is not in prison.
Oh no, Bernie Madoff might be dead.
I think he is dead.
I think he's dead. No, Jordan Belfort, yeah, he died. He killed himself.
Bernie Madoff was the Ponzi scheme guy.
Yeah. I'm not talking about Madoff. Madoff was illegal. I'm joking about Madoff. But Belfort? That dude's still rich as fuck. Still famous. Still doing motivational speaking.
He also ratted on all his friends.
He
colluded with the federal government, which you don't do.
That's fucking true. Don't fuck with
Don't
the
lie,
feds.
but don't collude with the feds.
Don't fucking go
that
with
makes
the
him a rat.
Yeah, it does.
That makes him a rat piece of shit. Above anything else, he's a rat piece of shit.
That being said, everyone was in on it. Everyone knew.
Yeah.
Everyone knew it was bullshit.
Keep your mouth shut.
He ran a fucking massive firm of people that just sold penny stocks. Mm-hmm. You can't even get penny stocks anymore.
No?
No, because of that guy. They were like, you know what, this is a bad idea.
It is a bad idea. It's just gambling.
Yeah. Why was it... This is what I don't... It's just gambling. Why was it illegal what he did, but the casino can rob people and literally incite and encourage gambling addictions to destroy people's lives?
I don't think they should.
They don't go to fucking jail.
I think they should.
So I'm sorry, mafia people. Please don't kill me for saying this, but it's true.
I don't think the mob runs casinos anymore, do they?
Bro.
I don't think they do.
Bro, are you kidding me?
Not like the way they used to.
Vegas? The
Not
largest
like the way
casinos in the world are run by mobs. Hands down.
I don't know if it's like it
Fact.
was, though.
With some reasonable doubt.
I don't think so.
It is.
I think Vegas used to be a very different place in like the 70s.
Yeah, because you can't just beat people up in Vegas anymore. But trust
But you
me,
used to be. Those were the days.
those are days when you just haul off on somebody. You fuck this guy, just beat the living fuck out of him.
You know how they make rooms like that?
What? What do you mean?
There's like rooms full of breakable shit
Yeah.
that you can go to and just wail on.
Yeah.
Do you think AI and like biometrics will ever reach a point where there will be like a service where you could just wail on a fake person?
Unfortunately, I think there will be.
Like if I could make a
I think it's
clone of
bad because
myself-
you're encouraging violence in people.
Yeah.
And like it's the dopamine button. It's the dopamine button dilemma, right? Like if someone eats shitty dollar store chocolate their whole life
Yeah.
and you give them a Lindt Lindor chocolate ball,
Yeah.
that shitty chocolate doesn't taste as good anymore.
Right.
If you take someone who's like a dopamine junkie, which we all are, and their thing is like doing extreme stuff, and then you let them beat the living fuck out of something that seems exactly like a real person, they're gonna hit that button again and again, and then eventually it's not gonna be enough, and
They're gonna start killing
fucking
regular
start
people.
killing people.
Yeah, I guess.
You know what I mean? Like you can't.
I think there's going to be
You're opening Pandora's box doing that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I think it'll happen because
Yeah.
you look at places that encourage shit like that. Like you want to hit the dopamine button, do it. Fucking Japan. I love Japan.
I thought you were going to say Japs.
No, I was gonna say Japanese culture. I love Japanese culture and I love Japan, but they toe a fucked up line, man.
Yeah.
They have a lot of sexual predators and shit because they have things like vending machines with dirty panties in them.
That's so tight.
That's fucked, dude.
We should
You're just
encourage that.
encouraging people to be sick fucks.
Yeah.
You know what we do? You say what you want, but I like forcing people to like keep your fucked up weird shit that's not socially acceptable.
strip clubs and
Keep
stuff.
that behind closed doors. You know, stay over there, you fucking creep. Like,
Where's the line for you?
where's the line?
Yeah. Dudes getting pooped on?
No,
Is that
the
over
line is when you make others uncomfortable.
Okay.
Don't fuck with other people's lives.
Yeah, that is
You want to fucking jerk off in your own house, whatever, fine. But like this Japanese shit where there's like they're having massive voyeurism problems in Japan. Huge voyeurism
You know, if you
problem.
buy a phone
You're
in Japan-
affecting other people, you creepy little fucktard.
If you buy a phone in Japan, you can't turn off the sound when you take a picture.
Yeah, cause it's a huge problem.
Because they
there.
kept sticking their phone under skirts and stuff.
That's fucked up.
That is fucked
Cause
up.
they do shit like let people just fucking buy vending machines of
They're just
dirty
horny all the
panties.
time.
Horny little bastards. Yeah.
Horny little bastards.
I'm just saying.
Just running around, horny as
Just
fuck all the
fucked.
time.
It's fucked their culture.
Mm.
It's fucked their culture. In big cities, it's fucked it.
I think it's because they work so much.
But they're so uptight.
Like Japanese like salarymen and stuff.
Yeah.
That'll work like
Tokyo,
18
yeah.
hours a day because you cannot be the first one to leave your office. You heard about this?
Yeah, that's fucked.
Technically, you have an 8-hour day. But if you're the one that leaves first, you're like shafted. Right away. So guys will just sit there and work to exhaustion until the first guy finally fucking gives up and then they all go home. But you can't be the first guy.
I would
it
leave
shows
the
you're not
first guy. I
dedicated.
would leave at fucking...
I'd leave early, dude.
If I started at 8, I'd be leaving at 3:45
You'd probably get away
every
with
day.
it.
Be like,
You'd be like a movie star over
Peace.
there.
yeah,
Yeah.
fuck the system.
Yeah.
Enjoy your life.
You ever see the pictures of all the like businessmen just sleeping on the curb?
That's fucked.
Because they gotta work in like 3 hours. They just step outside the building, sleep on the street, and go back in.
That's fucked up.
That is fucked up.
See, that's what I'm
and
saying.
then they're like,
that's
why
not-
are they not having kids? It's
Yeah,
like, bro,
well-
you don't give them the time.
Why are they not having kids? Probably because they're infertile from fucking cortisol levels that are through the roof.
Cortisol?
Yeah.
What's that?
It's like a stress hormone that's released.
Ah.
Yeah, it ruins your body, puts you into a catabolic state, eats muscle mass, like lean body mass. It's fucking horrendous.
That'll
for you.
be the end.
Ruins your testosterone levels, ruins sperm count.
That'll be the end. AI girlfriends.
You think so?
That'll be the end
I
of it
don't-
all.
I
Because
don't
you'll
think it will be.
perfectly be able to tailor it just to you. It'll know you so perfectly.
That's part of the joy of dating is that sometimes you just fucking hate them.
But that's us. We like the challenge, but I think
Yeah, there's a challenge to it. Sometimes
It'll
you're
be
like,
a
Jesus
slow.
Christ.
It'll be
Yeah. Sometimes you wake up in the morning and you
just wish you were
fucking
dead.
Wish you hadn't. Yeah. You don't know why. You still love them.
Yeah, you just don't like them.
Yeah, and this isn't me talking
I'm
about women.
joking.
I'm not being a fucking chauvinistic pig here. So
Yeah.
I know lots of gay guys that are in the same boat.
No, that's not true.
That bullshit. I have personal friends that are gay and in long-term relationships, and they're like, sometimes I just want them to shut the fuck up.
How come every single time you see a gay man, they are having the best time of their
Because
life?
they fuck all the time, and it gets a lot of the stress out.
Every time I see a gay man, he's like the best day of his life.
Yeah, well, that's because they fuck all the time. Imagine two dudes. Think about how horny guys are. Imagine if you just fuck whenever you wanted.
Yeah, I guess.
You just go over to your buddy. You're like, "Hey, I'm fucking super horny," and you're you fuck, and then you're done. Yeah, that's
how
what
they do it?
happens.
Okay.
Think about your process. You know?
My process.
Yeah,
I'm a student of the game.
Yeah, exactly. It's a game of
dance.
cat and mouse.
It's a dance.
It's a dance. I come home, I'm like, I gotta do some manly shit, look real cool.
Yeah, just show up like I haven't drank water in like 12 hours.
trying
I'm
to look
super
sick.
trim.
Yeah, you're like, yeah. And then you're
I'm
like,
wearing my pants like really low,
or
like
like
showing off the
on
V.
the like low energy days, you're like, you want a massage? You know? And that turns into maybe getting laid. You know?
Yeah.
It's not hard. I think I've become a master of the game.
Yeah.
But that being said, it'd be a lot easier if I was like, fuck? Fuck? Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I mean,
Like-
I've not noticed that with lesbians.
Lesbians, they
Yeah.
seem grumpy.
They seem at the same level that straight men are.
Yeah, grumpy.
Grumpy. We're grumpy all the time.
Yeah, well, they deal with only women all day.
Yeah. I guess that would be it. That makes a lot of sense. And for more scathing opinions on sexuality, you should definitely come to us
Yeah.
because we clearly have our finger on the pulse.
We fucking know what's going on.
We know.
No, I'm
Do you
just
have
kidding.
any-
I actually know a lot of happy lesbians.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's probably great. There's no men in there fucking it up.
yeah, most of them seem relatively happy.
I bet
But
there's...
they don't like gay men, which is weird. A lot of them.
Yeah?
Yeah, they get irritated by gay men. I don't understand.
Probably
it.
because they're so happy all the time.
Yeah, you think it just pisses them off?
Yeah.
They are. They're like not all. I'm not making a hasty generalization here, but I definitely know like some stereotypical lesbians that are like, they just kind of remind you of your dad. You know?
Yeah.
They're just fucking fed up with life.
You know what? They don't have to deal with just clothes not being in the hamper, though.
Yeah.
They don't have to deal with, like, keys not going in the bowl. And, like,
I think they do. I think they still do.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because I'm the only one who does that shit here.
Yeah, I feel like... Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's always one in the relationship.
Yeah? There's a messy one and there's a clean one?
Yeah.
Which one are you?
You
don't have to answer that.
A bit of both.
Yeah, that means he doesn't want to answer that.
Yeah.
If you're listening.
Bit of both. I try.
Yeah, you do try. I know
do
you try.
I try.
I've lived with you. I know you try.
I try.
Anything you would
At
like
least
to...
I don't. At least I don't leave all my shoes under the fucking coffee table. You know?
Hey. Is there anything you'd like to leave on?
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Give it to the people.
Time travel is real.
Yeah, we're doing it right now.
Do you know about time travel?
We're moving forward in time right
Okay,
now.
fuck off. I'm not
We are. It's time travel.
Time travel's becoming a trend on Netflix, and I think it's because they're going to start releasing to us that like they've been time traveling.
Where would you go?
Where would I go?
Yeah, or what time would you go?
I don't know. There's so many places. So many.
Yeah, because you'd think you'd have to go in the future
I don't
to
know if
ensure
I-
that the technology is there to get you back.
I don't know if I'd want to go to the future.
No, just to see how bad it truly got.
Yeah, I don't want to know. I would probably go back.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Could you
Better
imagine?
the evil you know than the evil you don't.
Yeah, that's a
you
good
know?
point.
I don't want to show up in the future and like I fucking pop out of this machine and the whole world's been dominated by communist China and I just get murked immediately. Like that would not be cool.
Yeah, I guess.
Right? Who knows?
Could you imagine the kingdom you would run in like the 1300s if you just went back with an M16 and one
That's
magazine?
okay. I've thought this a bunch of times. Like,
Yeah.
Like, get a tac vest, load up.
Yeah.
Full auto
You would
weapon.
be like a wizard.
Dude, show up and just like...
Waste the
Yeah.
first guy you see.
Yeah, like some dude comes running at you with a knife and be like...
No, just a guy standing there.
No, you don't want to kill an innocent.
No, you would have to.
What if he does? What if he's a significant guy in history? You can't do that.
No, because you're projecting your might. Because you'd kill him, and then they'd be like, "Cool, you're king."
True.
They'd be like, "You're the king. You have the stick that
Yeah.
kills people
Yeah.
that we don't understand."
Boof.
Yeah,
Kill him.
you'd only have to use it like 3 times, and word would spread that you have the like. They wouldn't understand what a bullet
The only
is.
problem is I feel like their archers were hell on point back then, and they might snipe you and they're dead silent.
Yeah, but I think the loudness of the gun would help you.
You think it's
I
scare
think
'em?
people would be like, "Holy fuck, this guy's wielding thunder."
Dude, I would want to go back and know if there were dragons, and we've just been lied to. Would be a big one.
Yeah, I know.
I think there were.
I don't know
dragons.
if you're ready to accept the truth.
I think there were dragons.
Yeah?
I think so.
What do we do with them all? Where'd they go?
I think we just killed them off.
Why? They're cool things.
I would
to have
want to
around.
be able to like test sample like different parts in history to know what actually happened. I'd
We gotta
probably
be
go
careful.
back 12,800 years and find out if there was a like I guess 12,000 like 13,000 years ago and find out if there was a bunch of developed civilizations and if they died. Cuz
Yeah.
that I would want to know. Like
I think, yeah, there's things I would go to the pyramid being built and
yeah,
be like,
and be like what happened?
oh, that's how you did it.
Yeah.
Or like, how they got the rocks up on Stonehenge. You know what I mean?
Yeah, cuz some of those are stupid
The ones that
ideas.
are on top of the,
Yeah.
how they get those up there.
Yeah, some of them, like, I don't know. There's a bunch of stuff. Like the Easter Island, how'd they move those statues?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, well...
And then
to
bury them
me,
that deep?
They didn't bury them that deep. Time buried them.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, time buried them.
I guess that makes sense. Sediment
Yeah.
and things.
But I think, like, with those, a big thing, they're like, well, they must have done all this shit. And they overthink things. Like, I want to be clear here. They're, like... There wasn't that much thought required. We overthink shit.
Yeah.
Say you wanted to move a big ass statue 1,000 years ago, you know what you did? You just called every dude in town
And picked it up.
and we're like, hey, we're going to put logs underneath this, and then there's going to be one guy on each side of the log, of the stick, and everyone's going to fucking lift at the same time. We're going to walk it along. And that's how we're going to get it there. And you got to think, these dudes did nothing but physical labor all day. They were way
it's like-
stronger than us.
It's not like you had anything to do later.
No. It was,
You had all day to do.
fucking day. It'd be like, we got to move this statue. Okay, round up the men of town.
Yeah, this will give us something
and
to do for
everyone
3
would just
months.
like pick up the fucking statue and you'd walk it over there.
Yeah.
Like it's not that
They
crazy
didn't have a
to think.
podcast to record.
There was
that night.
nothing to do. It was like you farmed. If you had a farm that was prosperous, you could take a fucking day. You know?
Yeah. What's gonna happen?
What's
to
a
your farm?
day? It's a fucking day.
Yeah, you feed the animals when you leave, and
Yeah,
you feed them
and
when
at
you're
the
back,
end,
and-
everyone probably hangs out and celebrates that they moved a fucking statue.
If I moved a statue, it would be like a top 3 moment of my life.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
That'd
I
be
don't think
huge
it's
for
that
me.
crazy to think that people just moved shit. You know?
Fair enough.
Like, it's
Send us
not...
send us an email.
Okay.
Where would you time travel? to?
Anyway, folks.
Take what we've said tonight with a healthy dose of reasonable doubt.
Stay reasonable.
Keep doubting. I love you so much.
Thank you very much.
Reasonable Doubt Podcast. If you guys like funny,